Juice Wrld, one of the fastest growing artists who broke multiple records, and we lost him way too soon.
I am Larry Lawton, an ex-jewel thief, former career criminal, once known as the biggest jewel robber in the United States. Come with me as we explore and review some luxury items like jewels, cars, and homes of the rich and famous. And this is Dropping Gems with me, Larry Lawton.
Juice Wrld, his name is Jared Higgins. He was born in 1988 and he died in 2019. Really young man. Just a few days, 6 days after his 20th birthday. So he's 21 years old. He died. He died on a plane. He died of an overdose. Sad situation. Nobody knows the true story. Only the closest people to him. And now we're going to get into some of his music and his bling. Juice Wrld's first big hit, All Girls Are the Same, came out in 2018 with over 500 million views. In this video, his style is known already. Check out this scene right here in the behind the scenes documentary, and you can see he has a choker on. Is it real? No way. It was 2018. He didn't have money, but that's a behind the scenes. But he has a style, whether you like it or not. I'm not a fan of chokers, but it is a style. Let's move on. A month after All the Girls Are the Same, just a month, out comes a mega hit, Lucid Dreams. Over 1 billion views. This is when Juice started getting some, real money. Now let's check out what he did with his money. He iced out this choker. Let's look at this choker now. As a jewel connoisseur, if there's anybody who's a jewel connoisseur, I robbed 15, 18 million, so I know about jewelry. He has this jewelry, and this piece is unique because it's a lot different than other rappers' necklaces and Cuban chains and iced out stuff. This is iced out in points. I don't know what style, and I'll tell you why it's different to me. First of all, it's a leather strap, as you can see, and it's got like spikes, like a dog spikes, and that's kind of like a mean look, or I'm a tough guy look. I don't know why people who wear a choker are gonna do that, but he did. And as you can see, there's like spikes, and you see many of them. A lot of them are in stainless steel. Not Juice. He's got money. What does he do? Puts diamonds. He puts ice on those things. So it is unique. It's a style that's unique. Cost value, it's too hard to tell because you can't get a good picture. Juice wasn't one of these guys who's really into bling. We're going to get it down in the series. You're going to see me get into people who are so into bling. Mega artists. But Juice I had to do because his music is so intriguing to me. And he was so talented. And here's a young man that knew the game. So he wanted something. And he had a style. And that's the difference. Let's jump into his second piece, which I really like. Here's the next piece. Look at this piece. Look at this diamond, everybody. It's right here. This diamond pendant. It's got 999. I love that. It's opposite of 666, which is the devil. It means in Juice's world, it meant taking a negative and turning it into a positive. That is so powerful. I believe in that every day. So the 999. This is all gold, the 999. And look at the sets of diamonds and the points on these. These are 50 pointers. They're nice, beautiful stones in the middle. They got the colored stones around the edge. This piece, I've read somewhere is 100 grand. Probably could be more, depending on the quality, if they're VS's, SI. I'm not that good of a picker through a picture, and I'm not claiming to be. I know diamonds. I'll sit here and talk diamonds all day long, what they mean, how they graded, everything else. I've seen them cut, did all that. But in Juice's world, this is a personal piece that he put on his choker. And as you can see in this piece right here, it's hanging. So that's a piece that meant a lot to him because the 999 meant taking negatives and making them into positives. We do know now that Juice had a lot of demons, and he sung about it. He sung about Percocets all the time. He sung about being, very downer. I think they call it emo. And, it's something that an old cat who listens to this stuff is really getting into. But I don't like that negativity. I'm a positive guy. I love upbeat music. But his voice, to me, is one of the best voices I've ever heard in anything. There's a few of them, and you'll hear him here on this show on Dropping Gems. Okay, now let's go to the next one. Let's look at this skull, this diamond skull, again, 999. Obviously, we could see his theme. He wants this thing positive. This kid was going through some demons, man. I'll tell you that. And I wish I was seeing this myself earlier, but I wasn't. But look at this diamond pendant. It is beautiful. It's decked out in diamonds with the purple. It's like I don't know what that is in the mouth. It's like he's gnawing on something, like a stick or something. So listen, some people like skull. This kid, again, with the choker, with the points, like kind of a dog choker, the 999 staying positive, 999 here, and a skull going down. So here I'm seeing wanting to be positive, and I'm seeing demon. But look at this diamond piece, this thing, and look at the eyes. The eyes are the 9, the 9 the forehead, and the nose is all black, probably black onyx. But if you look at that darkness, the darkness with the bright. Listen, diamonds are bling, diamonds are bright, diamonds are called ice for a reason. Ice is bright, ice is cold. So there's something here that's pretty deep. He's giving a message, and I like that. I think all jewelry should have a message. Listen, I was in jewelry robbery, had a full blasted diamond iced out Larry on my wrist, 60 grand just for this, and it's a message. It's I'm Larry, don't fuck with me. Same here. These rappers and all people, listen, you don't buy $100,000, $500,000, $1 million pieces of jewelry without having a message attached. Some way, whether I made it or I come from nothing and now I have it, whatever that is, it is. Juice Wrld is giving a message. His style is a message. Hard message sometimes, soft message. This kid is amazing. He was such a forward thinker as a young man. Let's move on. This next piece to me it's an original, because I really don't remember somebody doing this except way back with Elton John, to be honest. A lot of the rappers have buffs. We know buffs are, diamond glasses. This is not diamond glasses. This is different. This has the colored stones. This is just bling. This thing here, to me, is trend-setting. This is style in a different way. Juice wanted to be different, and he was. Okay, this artist, this piece here, he's got glasses. I saw when he was on Hot Ones. Hot Ones is a YouTube show where they actually eat wings and interview him. He did a Hot Ones at a live show. Pretty cool video if you haven't seen it. Now, look at these glasses. It looks like he has the red diamonds or rubies, or it could be different stuff, that the stones that are put in the glass. Again, here's a statement. To me, this statement is, look at my eye. Look at my eye. Come look at my face. Look at me. If you don't want people to look at your face, you're not going to put a grill in. You're not going to put certain earrings in. You're not going to put something around your eye. Those glasses show, look at me. This says, look at me in a bigger way. This says, look at my eye. Look at me. I'm Juice. Look at me. I love it. You don't see many artists with that. So Juice to me was a trendsetter before he even knew he was a trendsetter. And that to me makes him special. Besides the massively talented guy this kid was, the first thing that struck me with Juice is his voice. But let's get on to another stuff of his real jewelry. Let's look at the pearls around his neck. Listen, Juice had a lot of stuff around his neck that was different. Totally. From the choker to the regular piece. Now look at these pearls. Now, believe me, back in my day, pearls were a lot of money. Just a quick little note, you could tell a fake pearl. If you get pearls, you put them in your teeth. And if they're rough, that's a real pearl. If they're really smooth, that's a fugazi. And we all know what fugazi means, fake. So that's a real. Obviously, I'm believing these are real pearls, and it looks like they got little black pearls around it, in between it. And that's the style that he had to make, or he had to look at and say, I want that. You don't see many pearls on men to begin with. You see very, very few pearls on young people, period. But Juice wasn't scared. Juice wasn't scared to be who he was, to have the different glasses, to have the choker, to have the pearls. Go, Juice, you go. Let's check out his next piece. This next piece. Listen, I robbed a lot of watches in my life. I used to go to places and rob 50 Rolex at a time, get 2,000 Rolexes, 100 grand. They're garbage watches compared to what this is, an AP, an Aramis Peugeot watch. Now, this watch he made from 2 watches. Each watch is approximately 150 grand. Then he has to have it made, diamonds in it, and it's got a skeleton. You can see the movements of a watch. I'm gonna really out these guys and out everybody by saying, actually, as a timepiece from Rolex on down, they're not the best timepieces in the world. They're status symbols for sure, but you believe it or not, I'm gonna really shock the world. Timex has a better timepiece than most of these watches, and that's just a fact. You can look it up, do whatever you want, and I'll argue with anybody about that. Time, obviously, a lot of rappers love timepieces or watches, you want to call them. That's a type of timepiece. So the watches that right here that he has, this 2-tone watch, is unbelievable, because he had to have it made. And you can see the intricacies in it. You can see the diamonds. Now listen, all these jewelers will take any timepiece like that, any watch, and put the diamonds around it, and they have to do it in certain ways. Some come from the back, some do the bands fully diamond. There's different ways to do it. Obviously, this is an expensive piece. This piece is at minimum $350,000, $400,000, depending on how much work was done putting these together. Because there are only certain people in the world who can do a timepiece like that. That's not something you just take to your local jeweler and say, do that. Because he can't do it. period. There are people who work on watches and timepieces, and that's the end of that. So this piece, he was excited about. If you look at him on Adam 22 and no jumper, you look at him, he's excited about it.
The AP
I love that. You know, if you're gonna do something, do it for the right reasons. And it seems like he does everything for himself, and you should. Obviously, the status symbols, this is the world people live in. We're gonna be doing a lot of that during this whole entire series, but check it out. This is a great piece. Now, let's go to his last piece. I love it. Here's his last piece of jewelry, and we're gonna get it. He had a lot of stuff. Let me tell you, this kid spent a ton of money on clothes. Look at the plane I'm putting up here right now. $999. Was it his plane? Was it a lease plane? Did he put a down payment on a plane? You were talking about a young artist, under 21. Remember that. This picture, when they arrested him, 999 just turned 21 years old. Literally 6 days. Now, let's look at this 41 millimeter Artemis Peugeot, unbelievable Royal Oak chandelier watch. It has 70 carats, over 70 carats baguettes. Again, I like baguettes. Some people don't. I happen to like them. And this watch is beautiful. It is decked out in all diamonds. He liked them. Obviously, that tells me right off Jump Street that this young man is himself. That's why I wanted to do Juice first in this series. One, we lost this young man way too early. This man, I would have loved to see where this man's career goes, because this, to me, was one of the best freestylers. Listen, I remember freestyle back in Eminem's day. You know, even Eminem said this guy's the best ever. I watched a video of this young man go for an hour of rhyming, freestyling, and listen, I couldn't go 2 seconds. Don't get me wrong. Listen, people don't know I actually like that kind of music. This kid is unbelievable. There's a 21-minute freestyle out there I've watched 3 times. Unbelievable. You gotta check Juice Wrld out. Check his stuff out. This watch right here, the ending of his collection, not the ending of what he was about. Juice Wrld will be around for a long, long time with his music. Juice Wrld, to this day, people, get 33 million listens on Spotify. That's a man who's passed for 2 years already. And this man has got 33 million views to this day. Juice Wrld, to have 5 songs, 1 album in the top 10 on Billboard's Hot 100. Only 2 other artists have done that. Only 2 artists have had 5 songs from 1 album in the top 100. You want to know who they are? How about the Beatles and Drake? Think about it. Think of all the greats out there. All the greats. I could go from Frank Sinatra to, I don't care, Taylor Swift. You are talking about Drake, the Beatles, and Juice Wrld. And Juice Wrld was 20 years old. Just turned 21. So Juice Wrld, to me, had to be my opening of the Dropping Gems series. This watch, $250,000. This kid didn't even have time to spend all the money he's making. Can you imagine what this kid would have did at 22, 23, 24? I can't even imagine. It boggles my mind. So I just want you guys to go check all these videos out. I hope you like what we're doing. Please like, subscribe, DM me, email me. Check us out on all the platforms. And if you got that bling, if you got that stuff, we're going to be doing everything from athletes to actors to billionaires, whoever's got that bling, whoever shows it off. I love doing rap because rappers got the balls to show it. Good for them. Well, if you like what I'm doing, everybody, check it out. Have a great day. Please make good choices. Like, subscribe. You tell me what you think of my reviews. Listen, I got the experience. I want to hear what you have to say. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe. See you next show.